The first guy, yeah, he sure did master it, as we saw in the last episode. Hey guys, welcome in, hope you all are doing well. It's Kumi here, and today we are going to be reacting to episode 6 of Witch Hat Atelier, which is entitled A Light on a Rainy Day. Kinda makes me curious if we're going to possibly be learning maybe some light magic, because wasn't that one of the things that you can learn is light? So I kinda wonder if that maybe is what we're gonna learn in this episode, but I guess we'll see. The last episode was an absolute giga banger, dude. Oh my god. The way they animated the girl's drawing, the way they animated that like qifrey scene where he goes above the clouds and then, you know, freaking turns the cloud water into a dragon, that was so incredibly cool. And then that look that he gave at the end, oh my god, I'm still not over that. Anyways, really quickly before we get into it, just a reminder, I do have Patreon. For just $5 you can get early access to the full uncut versions of my reactions, and it does also go a long way in terms of supporting me as a creator, so if you're curious, check out the link down below in the description box. And with all of that being said, let's go ahead and jump on into the episode. Are we at the Atelier right now, it looks like? Yup. That's right. We learned that they kind of do the— Oh! Oh no! We always be messing up Agate's drawings, man. Without meaning to. Completely unintentionally. Agate, you want to help? You help us? Maybe? Oh, I thought she was gonna come over and help us. Okay, alright, okay. Fine, fair enough. Oh? Oh, I wonder what she's drawing. Ooh, is that the light magic? Whoa. The light is weak when it's unstable. Oh. I think the bird likes it though. Oh. That's really cool though. Yeah, still a bit wobbly. Yeah, I hope we can go back and get a pen that maybe is more suited to her. Can she not just use that thing though? Why don't we just always use the pigment stone? Oh, for small. Okay, I see. But yeah, she had a good idea. Yep, she'll get it. Oh, she's so silly. Oh, so sleep. She's just fallen asleep. Oh, is she okay? Oh. And where did qifrey come from? Huh. Is that from the encounter with, like, the brimmed cap witch? Is it like a after effect of that? You got this, yeah! That is true. She loves magic. We gonna bake some stuff? Make us feel better? Do some cooking? One of these pots? Oh, okay. I mean, you know, if you insist. That looks good. That looks super yummy. She's so cute. 2 years old? Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, what? That's so cool. Dude. Oh, what? Carapace yams? Huh. Oh. Yeah, I was gonna say, we're gonna bake it using magic? Oh, that was a good circle. Hey, good job. You just... Oh! Oh! Oh, okay. Oh, oh, a little bit tricky. Trickier than you would think. Ah, okay. Oh, dude, the magic system in this is so cool. Like, I love how the slightest adjustments to, like, the sigil and the signs and the circle, like, changes the way the spell comes out. Like, the intensity of the spell, like, whether or not it can hold weight, how big it is, how stable it is, how long it lasts. Like, that is just so cool. I love the way they did that. Also, I really hope Coco's okay. Like, I'm a little bit concerned about the fact that she was about to just, like, pass out on the spot. Like, I mean, it would be understandable if she's tired from what happened in Calm, but I'm, like, nervous that the Brimmed Cap Witch did something to her. I mean, we saw that the Brimmed Cap Witch did something. The Brimmed Cap Witch was like, oh, I'm gonna give you a gift, so I don't know. I hope she's okay. But also, what I wouldn't give to have a spell that just keeps food fresh all the time. That would be so useful. You'd always have leftovers hot and fresh. Oh, that's a nice one. Hey, good job. Got the mittens, got the pokers. Oh, yo, clean. Ooh. Yo, nice job, Coco. The first guy, yeah, he sure did master it, as we saw in the last episode. I was a bad swimmer. Oh, okay, interesting. Get out of washing duties. I mean, fair enough. Yeah. Oh, dude, Qifrey's just so cool. Qifrey's got so much aura. Yeah, how can we make it part of our routine? Yeah, cooking. That is true. Oh, brush buddy. Oh, grill marks. That's pretty cool. Aw, this is a really wholesome moment for everybody. Oh, that looks so good. You and me both, Riche. Oh, yo, it's just a little tiny. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Oh, that is looking delicious. Yeah, picnic. Oh, that looks so yummy. Is that like a burger with cheese melted on top of it? Like, oh. Oh. Ah. Yeah, man, what the heck? We can have an indoor picnic. Oh. Oh, or we could just do that. Yeah, that works too. Oh, dang, yo, that is so sick. Okay, yo, I love how imaginative this show is. Like, that's so cool. I guess it makes sense that they would be able to. What are those? Those are so cute. Oh, that's a nice little spot. Oh, and that brush buddy, that he's so cute. He's so adorable. I love watching him eat with his little paws. And we've got some light on a rainy day. Oh, nice. Rainbow at the end of the storm. Aww. Yeah. The magic that the sky showed us. That's right. There's magic in the everyday things. Aww. I hope she can convince Agate, although it kind of looks like the light disappeared just now, so I don't know if the... Why did... Wait, what? Who are you? Alive. Oh, it's this guy from the OP. Oh. I thought she's like hiding behind him. OLRUGGIO. Huh. Oh. Ah, wait, what? I don't want anything to do with the brimmed caps. Oh, what? Into the Knights Morales? What? He can just do that? Oh. Oh, Qifrey said no siree bub. Uh-huh. My dear friend. Oh, I'm so curious. Who is this guy? She's Coco. Yeah, what the heck, dude? That was a bit hasty of that guy. Let us at least explain the situation. Oh, her hair is so fluffy. Yes. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Exactly, as she's Coco. I like his fit. His fit's pretty cool. Watchful eye. Oh, interesting. Okay. Oh, interesting. Yeah, and you're gonna help us, right? Right, buddy? I really wonder, like, what Qifrey's motivation is. I am so curious because he seems very serious about investigating the brimmed caps and investigating forbidden magic. I mean, we saw it last episode where he gave that guy, I can't remember the guy's name, but he gave that guy a look like, I will freaking kill you, don't you dare report this, you know? Like, that was it. That was a threat. That look was 100% a threat. So, I don't know. Like, I really want to know more about Qifrey and more about his backstory and more about his motivations. Like, I kind of wonder where he falls on the morality scale. Like, is he kind of like a chaotic good type of guy? And is he like self-interested? Does he care about others? It does seem to me like he cares a lot about all of his apprentices because he was in like quite a panic looking for them last episode. So I feel like he does care, but I wonder like, if we were to weigh them on a scale, like which thing is more important to him, you know? Like I really want to know more, but I feel like at least my impression of him is that he's a character who like can get scary and will do what he feels like he needs to do to get the answers that he's looking for. But I also at the same time don't think that he's completely uncaring or like so self-interested that he would sacrifice his students, you know? Like that's the impression I get. I guess we'll see though. Yeah, I kind of want to know more about them too. Moral spellcasting. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. So these guys are the Knights Morales. Okay. They'd erase her memories. Even her love of magic? Oh, that's scary. Yeah. She absolutely does. Yeah. They need to erase my memories too. Oh, snap. Wait, what? Oh, dang. Tatia's hair looks so cute with it being all fluffy. Okay, I mean, it seems like we've convinced him. Nice. Mm-hmm. Yup. She sure did, baby. She sure did. Aww. What is Agate up to? She's still practicing? Maybe the light spell, I'm guessing? Oh, there he is! Where's he going? Ah! Oh, his little sounds are so adorable. Oh gosh. She's like, who knocked will be cursed. Oh gosh, okay. We could just not knock then, yeah? We just go straight in. Screw the knocking. Come here, little brush buddy. Her voice. Ah! We didn't knock. Just saying. Oh. Oh, did he dry him off? Oh, that's really cool. Dang. Whoa. That's freaking awesome. Watch over it. Fair enough. Aww. Oh, she's already like, oh my god, magic, so cool. Oh, when she was younger. Oh. Oh, that's his masterwork. That's so. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Oh. Whoa. She loves it, bro. She absolutely loves it. And what a cool spell. I feel like this spell says a lot about, was it his name? Olguri? I can't remember his name. But I feel like this spell says so much about him. It reminds me of what Qifrey said about the fact that magic is supposed to make people happy. You know, this spell is so simple. It doesn't really serve any practical purpose, but it's a spell that makes others happy. So I really like him. I really, really like him already. And he dried her off, and he dried the brush buddy off. And I also love the detail of the ring. It's a small circle. And we've, again, we kind of talked about how, you know, the size of the circle and like the signs and the sigil, all of that makes a difference. And I like that it was just this small circle because as we saw, I mean, it dried her off very gently. So I feel like, you know, it corresponds with the circle size. So I really like that that's consistent. And oh my gosh, this is so cool. I really, really like this guy now after seeing this spell, especially. Mm-hmm. Yeah. When she was just small Coco. But also, why only her? Why weren't her mom's steps lighting up? I wonder. Oh, I need the looking at baby Coco. Oh, that's such a nice shot. Yup, and magic bringing joy. His magic bringing joy to her. I mean, how can you not love her, right? How can you not love her? I'm not your master. I think he's happy. I think he's actually really happy deep down. And he can't let them do that. You can't let him do that. I like how he didn't close the door all the way too. He like left it cracked, it seemed like. Yeah, I think Agate kind of likes her peace and quiet, which, no, fair enough. Is she still practicing the lights? Oh, the noise is bugging her. That's true. I mean, we do have to learn how to draw through noise and distractions, because it's probably not going to always be quiet if we have to, like, use it in certain practical situations, or if we ever have to battle with it, or... Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say that looks more stable than before. Oh, I wonder what the work in the outside... Oh, I wonder what the next test is. Help us, Sir Witch. What? Oh. It's a good thing that Qifrey is so good at water magic. Oh. Oh. Oh gosh. Outside work. Oh. Agate wants to go. She has been working on the light spell. Yay! Oh, that was another good one. Another good one from Witch Hat Atelier. I also can't help but notice the title of episode 7, which is quite interesting. Who is magic for? I feel like that's actually a really great question, given the context of this universe, because obviously in this universe, magic is sort of gatekept for only certain people. And I kind of wonder if we're going to explore that in the next episode. I couldn't help but notice that. It's a really interesting question, you know, who has the right to learn magic? Like, why should only certain people have the right to learn it? It's interesting philosophical question for this world. Anyways, about the episode itself. Okay, so first off, I just want to say, like, I love this scene because, one, I just love the practical ways that they use magic, just sort of in everyday life. But also, like, I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous of this spell, you know, because it's like, you can put leftovers in the refrigerator, obviously, but if you forget to freeze them, then it's like they go bad eventually. And even if you do freeze them, then they get freezer burns. So I'm just saying, like, I'm so jealous. This would be so freaking cool to have a pot that just, like, keeps everything hot and fresh. Like, oh my god, what a cool application of magic. I also really like... I also just love the way they animated Coco here. Like, she looks so freaking cute. I love how expressive Coco is. You know, she's so lovable. It's so hard not to like her. She's just so freaking adorable. I love the way that she's, like, twirling, and the stew is so good. And then Kiefer's like, by the way, that's 2 years old. But once again, this is also cool. The magic cookpot keeps repeating the moment when it was freshly made, because we kind of touched on, like, repetition magic in the last episode, because Agate had, like, this idea to do, like, a repeating spell, wasn't it? So that's kind of cool that that comes back up again in this episode. And I also really like, this is also so fascinating to me, you know? I love that the magic system in Witch Hat Atelier feels so realistic, and I feel like the rules are so easy to understand, you know? I mean, it's such a little thing, but just the fact that Qifrey mentioned that you have to redraw, you have to keep redrawing this, which, like, yeah, that makes so much sense, you know? It's such a small thing to mention, but once again, I just love how the magic system feels, like, so realistic, I guess, if you could call magic realistic. But I mean, I just think that's, like, minor detail, but really cool minor detail to point out. It's not like ink is permanent, it's gonna eventually wear. Especially if you have something hot in there with, like, steam going up to the top. It's probably, like, that steam is eventually gonna, like, wear down the ink, or kind of make the ink start to, like, drip a little bit. So it makes total sense that you would have to, you know, reapply the ink if you don't want the spell to stop working. I also really enjoyed just this entire sequence in general. Once again, I feel like the show really emphasizes the value of repetition and hard work, you know? You can't get anywhere without effort, even though Coco is really good at drawing, you know, with the stone. That doesn't mean that she's not gonna have to work her butt off and practice a crap ton in order to be good at this, you know? And you can see how many times she kept redrawing it and redrawing it and redrawing it. You can see like the burnt pieces of paper. Like she's been trying hard and she keeps going and keeps going until she finally gets it right. And I love that. I just love the emphasis on, you know, the importance of, I guess, like putting in the hours, you know. Kind of reminds me of like the 10,000 hours rule where they say like after you've put 10,000 hours into something you can become a master of it, you know. Just kind of reminds me of that. Like she's putting in the hours, she's doing the best that she can to master what she's learning. So I liked this scene because I feel like it emphasizes that, and it was also just nice and wholesome, you know. I also really liked what Qifrey said about kind of making magic a part of your routine. I mean, I think absolutely, like anything that you want to learn, anything that you want to do, if you make it part of your daily routine, I feel like that's a really good way to learn it, because then you're, you know, doing it every day and it's like incorporated into what you do in a day. So that was actually like really cool that he mentioned that. And then, oh my gosh, this guy, I love him. I already love him so much. I want to double check his name because... Hold on, let me go back here. Also really sweet that Coco wanted to show Agate this beautiful sky, you know, light on a rainy day. And then, okay. And he's so intimidating, but he's like actually such a cool guy. At least from what we've seen, he seems like a real sweetheart. And it also makes a lot of sense, you know, given the context that he's sort of like the watchman of this village. Makes total sense that when he first sees her, he's like, who are you? I haven't seen you around, you know, like it's kind of his business to know who everybody is, so... Makes a lot of sense why he asked that, but I just want to double check his name because I don't remember what it was. It was OLRUGGIO something. OLRUGGIO. Okay, OLRUGGIO. So that's his name. His name is OLRUGGIO. Also, it's quite fascinating to me, just like a kind of from a design standpoint, the fact that OLRUGGIO is in kind of a black cape with a, looks like a white shirt, and Qifrey is the opposite. Qifrey is wearing like a white cloak with a black shirt, so that's also kind of interesting. And then their hair is also a white versus black, which is, it's kind of curious. Like I wonder if they're ever going to have some sort of conflict between them. Kind of makes me curious about, yeah, the contrasting colors in their designs. But anyways, moving on. I also think this is a very neat concept. Like I love how structured everything is in this anime. Like there's a whole entire witch society and they have somebody here, a watchful eye, to make sure that villages don't hide anything. But it's also really kind of interesting at the same time, this concept of the watchful eye. It kind of makes me think of like Big Brother, like they're always watching you. But it also kind of ties in with the concept of the hat, where Qifrey was like, the hat is always watching you, but then they also have a separate person called the watchful eye, which is, oh, that's so interesting to me. And I can't wait to explore more facets of witch society in this anime, because I think as we move forward, I mean, just like the title for the next episode, like who is magic for, I think that's going to become a big question. Like, are the quote unquote, like, I guess non-brimmed cap witches like Qifrey and, you know, OLRUGGIO and, you know, Coco and everybody here, like, are we right? Are we justified? You know, I don't think the brimmed cap witches are necessarily any better, because I mean, like, I just don't get the sense that they're great either. You know, like they seem really sus with some of the things that they've done to Coco. And I mean, obviously, like that picture book is what caused everything that happened to her mother, so I don't necessarily think the brimmed cap witches are like justified either. But I am curious, like, if there's gonna be some questioning, like, through the narrative of the morality of the supposed good guys, you know? Because, I mean, even the concept of the watchful eye is a bit, you know, it just seems very rigid, like there's a lot of rules in this society. But yeah, I just wanna double check. I just want to watch this part one more time, unlike Calling in the Great Hall. Yeah, small rural ateliers like ours have a tendency to become silos. So to keep us from covering up problems. Yeah, like this is really quite fascinating. And I like how this is like an eye, you know, it's an eye shape. That's really cool. Another witch, a watchful eye, stays with us to keep an eye on things. And these actually kind of have like a similar design to Qifrey's glasses with like the diamond in the middle. But wow, that is really interesting. Okay, wow, fascinating. I also want to kind of double check the part about the Knights Moralis because that was also very curious to me. Okay, so the Order of Moral Spellcasting, aka the Knights Moralis. So they're kind of like the witch police, it sounds like. They're the witch guardians of magic itself. And I wonder how you get to become one. In accordance with the codes enacted on the day of the pact. I'm curious about this too, the day of the pact. I can't remember if that's been mentioned before. I can't remember if Qifrey like touched on that when he was talking about the history of the brimmed cap witches, maybe. I might have to go back to episode 5 because I feel like Qifrey maybe talked about it possibly when he was talking about the brimmed cap witches, but anyways, I'll double check that on my own time. They erase the memories of those who dabble in forbidden magic. Yup. Or come into contact with magic's secrets. Cool design. Very cool design. They act strictly in accordance with the rules, granting no quarter or exception. And again, it's like, is that a good thing? I don't know. That might not always be a good thing. No quarter or exception, no consideration for circumstances. And this is, I kind of wonder what he means here. They'd erase even your love for magic, which is also crazy, by the way. Like, not just her memories of, like, coming into contact with magic, but they would completely get rid of her love of magic. That's insane to me. And also what Qifrey says here is really interesting. He says if they were to erase your memories of magic, they'd need to erase my memories too. And I'm thinking that the implication here is that Qifrey himself has dabbled in forbidden magic. I wasn't actually quite sure what he meant at first, but after rewatching that section about the Knights Moralis, I mean, he just said the Knights Moralis erase the memories of those who have either dabbled in forbidden magic or those who have learned magic's secrets, but like weren't supposed to learn magic's secrets. So I'm thinking, yeah, the implication is that Qifrey has dabbled in forbidden magic, which is very, very interesting. Once again, I would love to know more about where he sort of falls on the morality scale and like what forbidden magic did he dabble in? What was he trying to accomplish with that forbidden magic? I have a lot of questions about Qifrey. Like, he just gets more and more interesting with every episode, but wow. That's crazy. That's really crazy. Also, oh my gosh, this entire scene with OLRUGGIO, this is so cool. And I also want to talk about, I touched on this, but the fact that he considers this magic to be his masterwork, I feel like says a lot about his character, but it also kind of does bring into question like a little bit about Qifrey. You know, Qifrey said he specializes in water magic, and we've seen what he can do with it, and some of the spells seem kind of destructive. I don't know like what Qifrey considers to be his masterwork or if he has one, but it's kind of an interesting contrast between these two characters. And I just love him. Like, he seems like such a gentle, sweet soul, you know? And the fact that he was like watching her love the thing that he created, like that must be so special. Kind of reminds me of Tetia, how she was so happy to see the dragon enjoying her magic. Like, it must be so awesome to see somebody so delighted by something that you created that you consider to be your masterwork. And I think it once again kind of goes back to the heart of magic that Qifrey mentioned, like it's supposed to be something to bring joy to others, and that's exactly what it does for Coco right here. And I really love this scene right here this scene is magical. I absolutely love this scene. I love her, you know, the glowing stones and looking back at her childhood self, like remembering what a special memory this was for her childhood self. I love the way they depicted This spell allowed me to dream. Like, this is the spell that gave me so much hope. Like, this spell, like, is literally probably, like, the light in her life, you know? And this is also a light in the middle of the storm, you know? This also kind of ties into the episode title, I think. And to say thank you, I feel like probably no one has ever thanked him for this spell, I would think. You know, because again, it's not really practical in any way. You know, all it does is like make the stones light up. I suppose maybe it could be practical if you're trying to find your way in the dark, but it doesn't have like a lot of practical uses, and yet here she is thanking him for the spell because it made her so happy. And he seems shocked. I mean, again, I don't think probably no one has ever said thank you. And I feel like he's such a tsundere, dude. He was like, just like immediately kicks her out because I guess he can't handle like the happy, fuzzy feelings that he's feeling right now. But he's happy. He's super happy about it. And like I said, I like that he kind of leaves the door cracked because originally he was like, oh, that thing on the door was supposed to keep out, but I feel like him leaving the door cracked is kind of like him saying, maybe it's like not so bad if people come in. And I love this line as well. They take her love for magic too, huh? Like I feel like Coco embodies so much of what magic should be about. You know, and I feel like Witch Society has kind of moved away from that, moved away from what it should be about, which is creating joy. And so I feel like this is something that he's really considering, you know. I mean, he probably created this spell to bring joy, and I think seeing somebody who loves magic that much and appreciates, you know, like even just a spell that makes stones light up, I feel like that probably really resonates with him in this moment. So I oh my gosh, I really enjoyed all of the interactions in this episode. This was a really great one, and I'm so excited to see if we're gonna have any exploration of this idea of, again, like, who is magic for? Who should magic be for? Who's to say what magic, or who's to say who magic should be for? Who's to say that someone shouldn't learn magic, you know, just because there's a potential for it to be forbidden? But at the same time, I do understand why they have the rules that they have, because as Qifrey mentioned in one of the previous episodes, he said, you know, when humans have like access to magic and they can do anything, like anything is exactly what they will do. So I understand why it's so regulated. But at the same time, once again, I think this is a very important question. Who is magic for? Okay, and here we go. I was trying to find the supposed day of the pact. So this is in episode 2 when he's kind of explaining the history of magic to Coco. So he talks about the fact that, you know, once again, it was not going well when everybody had access to magic. Lots of bad things were happening. So the few people who still had a conscience and didn't want magic to be misused turned away from conflict and unified as witches to erase memories, take other people's memories of magic, entrusting the secret only to disciples sworn to protect it, and that is the day of the pact. Okay, got it. All right. Perfect. All right. Okay. That was all I wanted to double check. I think that is all I had for this episode, but I do hope you guys enjoyed the reaction. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one. Goodbye! Alrighty, it is now time for our Legend tier shoutouts. So, shout out to Abel Dark Rider, Savior of Nerd, and Gabriel Weiss. Thank you all so much for being absolute freaking legends. I really do appreciate it. And on to the rest of the shoutouts.